Stop the presses. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Downs with Mr. Dugai. And today I'm going to talk about last night's Monday night matchup. As you had the Minnesota Vikings beating the juggernaut that is the San Francisco 49ers 22 to 17, which means at least right now, this early part of the season, Philadelphia Eagles stand on top of the NFC for right now. Before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, reach out to me or DM me and all that. All my info gonna be down in the description box. So come holler at your boy, yo. You know the thing, man, with these 49ers fans, yo. And the team, we've been going at each other necks, basically since January, because after we beat them in the NFC Championship, they just had a whole lot of nonsense to say and, not giving us credit for the win. And, they just all really emotional about everything. Eagles living rent free in their head. So they beat the Dallas Cowboys quite impressively, where they put a complete game together. And while honestly, I went there to actually tell them, hey, y'all playing good ball, and really to laugh at my arch rival, the Dallas Cowboys, they insisted on telling me, oh, you next. You next. You Eagles, you next. Y'all ain't got this, you next. Okay. So then what happens last week? They lose to the Cleveland Browns, we lose to the New York Jets, and I'm like, we low key kind of like bonded, where it's like, man, we both lost to some teams we should have beat. Now we got to worry about Detroit up in this thing, but you see, I had to bounce back and play the Miami Dolphins at home. A team that scored 70 on somebody, a team that people are calling their head coach the next Bill Walsh as far as being innovative in creating offense. A team with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and Raheem Mostert and all these guys on it. I ain't get a chance to feel sorry for myself. I had to come out there and play Miami. And granted, we did what great teams do. After you lose, you bounce back. 49ers got not only, and look, I get it, they didn't have Debo Samuel. But you know what? Minnesota Vikings didn't have Justin Jefferson. And we talking about Kirk Cousins playing in prime time. Where go Google it. Kirk Cousins has been awful in prime time. So 49ers got this in the bag, right? And they lose again. Shout out to the Vikings, man. Kirk Cousins actually played well last night. Jordan Addison, man, is looking like a really, really nice draft pick for them. I mean, they ran the ball with Madison, who never ran the ball all year. And I mean, the 49ers get held to 17 points again. You know, um, this same Minnesota Vikings team, the Eagles, doubled that. We had 34, and we ran up and down the field on them. Oh, and by the way, they had Justin Jefferson out there when we played them. It's just the thing is, man, teams get excited when they put it all together, but sometimes you could peak a little too early, yo. You want to be playing your very best ball toward the end of the year, yo. Toward the end of the year. But they went out there, demolished Dallas, who Dallas is good, but Dallas not no elite team. Wake me up when Dallas beat somebody very good. Not these mediocre, bad, or these hovering around 500 teams. Not when they beat the Rams this week. Like, no, don't wake me up for that. Wake me up when they beat somebody who's an elite team. And the 49ers took them apart, but you got George Kittle wearing the F Dallas t-shirt. You got Debo talking about it's going to be worse the next time and all this other stuff. 49ers are a very emotional team, man. I mean, y'all out there last week fighting with Cleveland. What beef y'all got with the Browns? Like, the Browns, first of all, the Browns are in the AFC. Second off, the Browns ain't never won nothing since, what, 1948? I'm just throwing a year out there. Actually, the Eagles won the championship that year. But I'm just throwing years out there. The Browns ain't never really won nothing like almost in forever. And y'all beefing with them. Like, I mean, come on, man. The 49ers are a team that is just too emotional, man. That's why I like my Eagles, to stay above them and to, if, depending on health, to potentially come out of the NFC again because I feel like Detroit is not quite ready yet. They inexperienced. Um, Dallas is good, but they're not great. And the 49ers are too emotional, man. They got all the talent in the world, but they just such an emotional team that they can't keep their composure. When they lose and they want to body slam people, they want to fight, they want to do all this other nonsense. They don't just they don't handle adversity very well, you know. And the quarterback is extremely young. I mean, I think he has some upside to him. I think at times he looks really good, but you gonna have your growing pains with him. And he threw a critical interception toward the end of the game last night to basically seal it for Minnesota. Christian McCaffrey, nice, and they got a lot of players over there, man. But ultimately, man, the 49ers are too emotional of a team, and that's why I trust my Eagles when things get real over the 49ers, yo. But once again, shout out to Kirk Cousins and slinging that thing last night without Justin Jefferson and still beating this team, which means right now we number one seed in the NFC. But it's early. But with that being said, yo, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm gonna have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content of my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles, fly.